Alright everybody, we're going to pick up where we left off. My camera has stopped recording. I definitely need to find some shade, but we're good now. So now we're into my top 15 of my top 20 TV shows from 2000. Number 15, CSI Crime Investigation. This was the first series of the CSI franchise. This show ran for 15 seasons on CBS, right? From October 6, 2000 to September 27, 2015. So it ran for 15 years, or nearly 15 years. Wow. CSI Crime Investigation was definitely a great show. It is definitely one of the longest running shows that I have on this list. In 2021, they came up with a series called CSI Vegas that premiered in 2021. It won 6 Primetime Emmy Awards, and it received positive reviews from television critics. It was a great show in the CSI series, the first two, nonetheless. Number 14, Boston Public. This show centers on Winslow High School, a fictional public high school in Boston, Massachusetts, in the Boston Public School District. It features a large assembled cast and focuses on the work and private lives of various teachers, students, and administrators at the school. This show ran for 4 seasons and 88 episodes on Fox, or 81, from October 23rd, 2000 to January 30th, 2004. This show received 31 nominations of various award ceremonies, and the show won 8 of them. Shy McBridge, who played Curtis on a Roll Bounce, he was on this show. Loretta Devine was on this show. Definitely one of the best drama shows of the 2000s. I'm glad Fox did not did the show dirty like it's done to all his other shows. I believe this is the first show that I have on this list that aired on Fox. I have like a few more on this list. But yeah, I definitely like Boston Public. It was a great show, nonetheless. Number 13, Teacher's Pet. Another show that aired on Disney's One Saturday Morning on ABC. This show was about a talking dog named Spot who disguised himself as a boy named Scott in order to attend school. The show premiered on ABC, part of Disney's One Saturday Morning, on Saturday, September 9, 2000. New episodes continued to air on ABC until February 9, 2002, with reruns airing until September 7th, a week before Disney's One Saturday Morning became ABC Kids. Months before Disney's One Saturday Morning became ABC Kids, Teacher's Pet aired on Toon Disney, with new episodes airing every Friday from January 11th to May 10th. In the summer of 2006, it was removed from Toon Disney and has not been seen on TV since. The show is currently available to stream on Disney Plus. Nearly 2 years after the show ended, Teacher's Pet became the third Disney's One Saturday Morning show to come out with a movie, after Recess and Disney's Doug. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed Teacher's Pet. It was definitely a great show. Even though it only lasts for, 2 seasons, it should have ran for more. But it's still a great show. And the theme song still goes hard 25 years later. Let's go to number 12. Gilmore Girls. One of my favorite shows to air on the WB. This show ran for 7 seasons and 153 episodes. It ran on the WB from October 5th, 2000 to May 9th, 2006. Then, after the WB and UPN became the CW, the show continued on the CW from September 26th to May 15, 2007. Then they came out with a sequel, a reboot called Gilmore Girls, A Year in the Life. Gilmore Girls is definitely a great show on the WB. It also became the flagship for the network. I definitely like Gilmore Girls. All right, let's go to number 11. The original Yu-Gi-Oh! The second anime to put Kids WB on the map. The show is based on the manga of the same name. It premiered in 1998 in Japan, but it was released here in the US in 2000. Yu-Gi-Oh, like I said, was the second anime to put Kids WB on the map after Pokemon. I know Black Saiyan is going to be happy that I got Yu-Gi-Oh on this list. But yeah, as the years went by, they came out with more Yu-Gi-Oh shows like Yu-Gi-Oh Zexal, Yu-Gi-Oh Capsule Monsters, Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds, and Yu-Gi-Oh Zexal. Let me know if you guys still play the card games to this day. Alright, are you guys ready for my top 10 TV shows from the year 2000? Starting at number 10, Malcolm in the Middle. This show ran for 7 seasons and over 150 episodes from January 9, 2000 to May 14, 2006 on Fox. This single camera series follows the dysfunctional working class family and stars Frankie Muniz as the character Malcolm, a child prodigy. And they also said that they're planning to reboot the show and it's going to be on Disney Plus. Malcolm in the Middle has won a Peabody Award, 7 Emmy Awards, and 1 Grammy Award, and 7 Golden Globe nominations. It was definitely one of the sitcoms on Fox that was recorded in front of a single camera without the use of a laugh track. Malcolm in the Middle was my shit back in the 2000s on Fox. I used to watch this shit on Sunday nights, along with The Simpsons, King of the Hill, and Futurama, and the PJs before it moved to the WB. Hopefully the revival on Disney Plus is going to be good, because some of the cast members are going to come back to reprise their roles. I just can't wait. Number 9, Girlfriends. This show right here, what can I say about Girlfriends? One of the best Black sitcoms of the 2000s. If you watch my top 15 black sitcoms of the 2000s, I put this at number 2. This show ran on UPN from 9/11/2000 to May 8, 2006. Then it ran on the CW from October 1st, 2006 to February 11, 2008. 8 seasons and 172 episodes. And the theme song was written and performed by the late legendary Angie Stone. Such a great show. And they came up with a spin-off to it, The Game, in 2006. Yeah, I can't wait to celebrate 25 years of Girlfriends on 9/11. Number 8, As Told by Ginger. One of the most underrated Nicktoons on Nickelodeon. This focuses on a junior high school and later high school student named Ginger Foutley with her friends try to become more than a social geek. The show ran for 3 seasons and 60 episodes from October 25th, 2000 to July 4th, the 4th of July 2004 on Nickelodeon. Then it moved to Nicktoons and aired from November 24th, 2004 to November 14th, 2006. And the theme song never gets old. Macy Gray wrote and performed the As Told by Ginger theme song. That's a little fun fact. Shout out to Melissa Disney, who did the voice of Ginger. Number 8 or number 7, MTV Cribs. Of course, I had to put MTV Cribs on this list. I definitely had to put it. We all know this show, MTV Cribs, tours the homes of over 180 celebrities, including musicians, actors, and athletes. This show ran for 19 seasons and 113 episodes. It originally ran from September 12, 2000 to 2010. Then it was revived from June 3rd, 2017 to 2018. MTV revived it on August 11, 2021. And the show is still going 25 years later. Oh my goodness. Despite that it was canceled twice, the show is still going. I believe MTV Cribs is the only show on my list that is still going 25 years later. So that's good. The show is still airing to this day. We don't know when it's going to come back with new episodes, but I hope it does. So that's good that the show is still going. My favorite episode of Cribs has to be one where Redman shows off his little apartment. That is one of the funniest ass episodes of MTV Cribs. Redman showing off his apartment. Luda also showed off his crib. Shaq showed off his crib. Romeo, JoJo, Ja Rule, and the list goes on. So MTV Cribs is the only show on my list that's still going 25 years later. And this is the first show on MTV that's on my list. Wow. I'm surprised that MTV Cribs is still going. Number 6. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Aqua Teen Hunger Force is one of the best shows to ever exist on Cartoon Network. Actually, the pilot episode aired as a preview on December 30th, 2000, before it debuted on Adult Swim on September 9, 2001, and ran until August 30th, 2015. Then it was revived from November 26th to December 17, 2003, running for 11 seasons and 139 episodes. Even though it premiered on Adult Swim in 2001, I put it on my list because the pilot episode aired as a preview on December 30th of 2000. So I guess that counts, right? It was the longest running show on Adult Swim until it was surpassed by Robot Chicken in 2020. But ever since they revived it for a 12th season, Aqua Teen Hunger Force is once again the longest running show on Adult Swim. But anyway, it's time to reveal my top 5 TV shows of the year 2000. Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and welcome to Jackass. You got Jackass coming into my top 5 shows of the year 2000. This show is about, it's a compilation of pain and embarrassment, including stunts, performances, and pranks on each other and the public. About these wild ass white boys doing ridiculous, funny ass stunts. That's what the show is about. The show ran for 3 seasons on MTV and 25 episodes from October 1st, 2000 to August 12th, 2002. Then it came up with a bunch of spin-off shows such as Wild Boys, Viva La Bam, Homewrecker, Dr. Steve-O, Bam's Badass Game Show, and many more. Jackass also came out with a bunch of movies. After the show went off the air, the cast reunited for the Jackass movie that came out in 2002. Jackass 2 came out in 2006. Jackass 3 or 2.5 came out in 2007. Jackass 3D came out in 2010. Jackass Presents Matt Hoffman's tribute to Evel Knievel came out in 2008. Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa came out in 2013. Jackass is definitely one of the best shows on MTV. I mean, Johnny Knoxville is retarded in a good way. That kid definitely got balls. Definitely a funny ass show. I suggest y'all check out Jackass if you haven't. The cast of Jackass made a guest appearance on one episode of Snoop's sketch comedy show Doggy Fizzle Televizzle, and they named that segment Black Ass, and they were still doing ridiculous ass funny stunts. Jackass will forever be a phenomenon on MTV for years to come. I'm gonna give you a hint on which show is my number 4. I put a shock to your system. Yep, Static Shock. Static Shock was about a young teenage boy named Virgil Hawkins who has electric superpowers and he turns into his alter ego Static. I mean, it's based on the comic character of the same name, created by the late legendary Dwayne McDuffie. Later on in the series in season 3, Richie Foley, Virgil's friend, becomes his partner known as Gear. Static Shock ran for 4 seasons and 52 episodes, from September 23rd, 2000 to May 22nd, 2004 on Kids WB. The show also aired on Cartoon Network, part of the Magoozy Block, and of course on Disney XD. and is streamed on HBO Max, now known as Max, from 2021 until they took the show off the platform on New Year's Day of this year. So now if you want to watch Static Shock, you have to either purchase an episode or an entire season on Prime Video, where I would rather watch the entire series for free, like we did when it used to be on Max. Static Shock is definitely one of the most underrated shows of all time, and definitely my favorite Kids WB show of the 2000s. So when it comes to Kids WB shows or shows from the year 2000, you have to put Static Shock in the top 5. Anybody that doesn't have Static Shock in their top 5, then what the hell's wrong with you? This was also the second Saturday morning cartoon that Phil LaMarr and Jason Marsden were on together. This show and the next show that I'm about to mention, this next show is the show that made me a fan of Grey DeLisle Griffin. Number 3, The Weekenders. This was about 7 12-year-old 7th graders, Tino, Laura, Carver, and Tish, as they hang out with each other on the weekend as they learn the value about friendship, family, and how to respect one another. This show premiered on Saturday, February 26, 2000 on ABC, part of Disney's One Saturday Morning. The show also aired on Disney's One 2 on Sunday mornings. After Disney's One Saturday Morning became ABC Kids, the Weekenders moved to Toon Disney, with new episodes began airing on October 19th, with the series finale airing on Sunday, February 29, 2004. 4 seasons and 39 episodes. Reruns continued to air on Toon Disney from 2004 to 2006 and on Disney Channel in 2003. You can currently buy the DVD box set on eBay. It's the first Disney's One Saturday Morning show to be released on DVD. And they definitely need to add this show on Paramount Plus. Disney Plus. What the hell is taking them so long to add the Weekenders on Disney Plus? And not to mention, the theme song was written and performed by Wayne Brady, and it still slaps 25 years later. This was the first Saturday morning cartoon that Phil LaMarr and Jason Marsden was on before they were on Static Shock. You also have Grey DeLisle and Kat Susie on the show as well. But like I said, The Weekenders was the show that made me a fan of Grey DeLisle Griffin. Thank you, Doug Langdale, for 25 years of one of the most underrated cartoons of all time. On my list of underrated Disney shows, I have Lloyd in Space at number 5. I have Phil of the Future number 4, The Weekenders number 3. The next show I'm about to mention on this list, number 2, and of course, Fillmore is my number 1 most underrated Disney show. Number 2, Even Stevens. This was the one show that started the career of Shia LaBeouf. It follows the life of the Stevens, a family living in the suburban of Sacramento, California, mainly focusing on the clashing personalities of their 2 younger children, Ren Stevens and Louis Stevens. This show premiered on my 9th birthday, June 17th, 2000 on Disney Channel, and ran until June 2nd, 2003. And it came out with a TV movie, Even Stevens the Movie, running for 3 seasons and 65 episodes. Shia LaBeouf and Christy Carlson Romano makes a great TV sibling. They make a great TV sibling duo, in my honest opinion. Before she was Kim Possible, Christy Carlson Romano was Ren Stevens. Thank you, Disney Channel, for giving me one of the best birthday presents as a 9-year-old. The TV movie aired on June 13, 2003, a week after the series finale. Even Stevens is my number 2 Disney Channel show as well, and is my number 2 underrated Disney show. The show is also currently available to stream on Disney Plus. And now I think y'all know which show from 2000 is my number one. 106 in Park is my number one show of the year 2000. Come on, man. This show was BET's answer to TRL. Since BET had TRL, or MTV had TRL, BET decided to come out with their own top 10 music video countdown show called 106 in Park, where they count the top 10 music videos of all time, or the top 10 music videos of the day. We all know the first host of 106 in Park was, of course, AJ and Free, hands down the best host of that show. Then we had Julissa and Big Tigger host the show. Then Terrence J and Roxy. Then Bow Wow and three other people, Shorty the Prince, Pajion, and Miss Mickey. And of course, we had Bow Wow and Keisha Shante. 106 in Park ran for 14 years, from 9/11/2000 to December 19, 2014. And I'm hearing that they're planning to reboot the show in honor of its 25th anniversary. But I'm telling you right now, if AJ and Free is not involved in this reboot, then fuck it. I'm not watching this damn reboot if they don't bring AJ and Free back. Because the show has not been the same. The show was never the same again after AJ and Free left. Just like All That was never the same again after the original cast members left. But even though AJ and Free were the best hosts of that show, Big Tigger used to make me laugh just like he did when he was on Rap City, and I had a crush on Julissa since her days on BET. Before Julissa was on BET, she was on this channel called Moondos and on this show called The Roof. And we won't forget that controversial episode of 106 in Park with Terrence J and Roxy, when they was telling the fans how to audition for Freestyle Friday. Terrence would bring up, you can email them at freestylefriday106@gmail.com. Roxy messed it up, said BET.com. And Terrence somehow, Roxy couldn't read, that her breath stank, and why can't she have a body like Ciara? After hearing all that bullshit, Roxy walked her ass off the stage. But you know the ratings were going down when they added Bow Wow to the show. Due to the horrible ratings during Bow Wow's 2-year run hosting the show, BET decided to cancel it. But I can't wait to see what they're going to do for 106 in Park's 25th anniversary. The show ran for 14 years, but like I said, it was never the same again after the departure of AJ and Free. So 106 in Park is my number one TV show of the year 2000. And that's going to wrap up my top 20 TV shows of the year 2000. Next, I'm going to reveal my top 20 Nickelodeon shows from the 2000s. If you are here, let me know what you thought about my top 20 TV shows from the year 2000. If you are here, hit the notification bell for my next rant, subscribe, like this shit, comment if you want to. What do you got to lose? So I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. This is X-Man 1991. Signing off. You guys take it easy out there. Y'all be safe. Holla at your boy. I might be back tomorrow for my next food review, and that is my review of the new Bluebell Banana Fudge ice cream. Until then, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. No more talk.